Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach Matt from Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. Guys, it's late. It's like 12:30 in the morning. It's Tuesday. I've had a crazy hectic day today, but all great stuff that's going to help improve Primal ATC and help you guys improve your throws on a day-to-day basis. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today has to deal with carryover of training. Now, carryover of training, when I talk about this, what I'm actually talking about is the carryover from one sport into another, and how that ties into the way that we train people and we train athletes at Primal Athlete Training Center on a day-to-day basis. And hopefully there's some lessons in here that you can take out with you and that you can apply to your training and help you get better at your sport. You see, mostly I work with athletes in the sport of track and field. I'm a track and field specialist, track and field coach. And the training that I do I work with a lot of track and field athletes, sprinters, throwers, jumpers, etc. So one of the questions I get asked all the time is, well, Coach Matt, you've got a lot of these a lot of these discus throwers, a lot of these shot putters, javelin throwers, hammer throwers. How do you train them with other athletes at the same time? There's just not enough time in the day. How does that work out? And what I like to explain to these people is that when I'm in the gym, when I'm training my athletes to get stronger, to get more explosive, when I'm training my athletes to be more balanced and to be quicker, I'm not training their sport. I'm training them. And this is something that you guys have to think about as you plan out your training programs and as you write your templates and go to the gym, is that when you are training, okay, when you're in the weight room, and when you're training, that's not sport-specific training. That's not a sport-specific practice. If you want to get better at wrestling, that's what wrestling practice is for. If you want to block better and run better plays in football, that's what football practice is for. Okay, if you want to have better plays and get intertwined and work better with your teammates in the sport of basketball, that's what basketball practice is for. Okay? But when you're in the weight room and when you are underneath the bar and when you are training and getting your body physically ready, that's not sport specific, okay? That is you specific. That is John Smith specific, Matt Ellis specific. You have to do what's best for you in the weight room. So when we talk about carryover, and I get the questions all the time, Coach Matt, I'm a thrower, I do indoor track and outdoor track. Football season's coming up, how should I train for football season? Go to football practice and practice football. But when you're in the weight room, train yourself to get better at everything. And you'll become a better athlete and do better on the field. And this is something that we've gotten so far away with functional training and all this other stuff, and hockey players using slide boards because it mimics what they do on the ice, and all this other mumbo jumbo that we have going on. One of the things you have to realize is that when you're out at practice, that's when you get better at your sport. When you're in the gym, when you're in the weight room, that's when you better yourself. Okay? So when we talk about that training, okay, when we talk about carryover from one season to the next or from one sport to the next, you really don't have to differentiate it. You don't have to segregate it. Man, I am tired. I'm stuttering. You don't have to segregate it. You don't have to separate it. Basically, train yourself to be a better athlete. Okay? Sit down and write a list of what it takes to be an athlete. I'll start the list for you. You have to be strong. You have to be explosive. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to react quickly, jump high. You have to have good agility, good coordination. You have to have good timing and rhythm and tempo. All these things go into becoming a better athlete. So write these things down, okay? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, looking only at yourself, don't look at your teammates, don't look at any pro athletes, looking at yourself, rate yourself 1 to 10. Okay? So if you have a 500-pound squat, your squat was that strength is probably going to be a 10. That's probably going to be your strongest attribute as an athlete is your strength. Go down and rank the other things. If anything looks like it's a 1 or a 2 or a 3 at the bottom of the totem pole, those are the things that you need to improve that are going to carry over into your sport, okay, that are going to make you a better athlete. So, when people always ask, well, football players, how do you train them with basketball players? Why do they train at the same time as cheerleaders and girls softball players? How do you do that? Why train them all together? Well, guess what? They all are improving the same things at the same time. They're all getting stronger. They're all improving their agility and balance and coordination. They're all improving their explosiveness, their speed from producing power into the ground. So it's going to help them all at the same time. So you don't have to worry about training for different sports during different times of the year. Train your body to be the best that it can be. The most, best running, if you can think of an athlete as a high-end sports car, the highest tuned, best running sports car that you could possibly think of. Get that right, okay? Get that correct. Get yourself to be a better athlete, and it will transfer better into whatever sport you play. So don't worry about the transfer from one sport to another. Don't worry about training for football instead of training for track and field. Hey, whatever, guys. What you need to do is train yourself to be better at all aspects of athletic ability. Write out that list. Give yourself a grade from 1 to 10, 1 being really, really horrible and 10 being great. Look at the things that are below a 5. Work on improving those while keeping the other things up there really well, and you will become a better athlete, I guarantee it. Guys, thanks so much for checking out this video. I'm going to bed. It is late. So you'll find this on the blog tomorrow. You find this on YouTube tonight. And please make sure to keep telling your friends, your teammates, and your coaches about primalatc.com, and find us on Facebook as well, Primal Athlete Training Center. Search on Facebook, the logo will pop right up. Take care.